Let him cook. Let him cook now. Let him cook. I said let him cook.
Khalil Benson, everybody's high on Khalil Benson. Well, guess what? To be honest, he been getting his butt kicked at camp. Come on, call it what it is. Call it what it is. Yeah, he's the leader, and him coming in there leading everything, but he ain't been like, but you know, from what some professionals are saying, because I watch a lot of professionals and insiders and so forth and so on, that right side of the line is still unsure right now.
So here's my question then. So Khalil Benson is losing battles in camp right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Based on what you just said that he's losing battles in camp. What are those battles that he's losing?
The one-on-ones, they not looking too good, I'm guessing. You know what I mean? Because that from what I was, what was I watching? I can't remember. I was listening to one of those radio shows. He was an old coach over there at Colorado. His name's on the tip of my tongue. I can't get his name.
Matt McChesney?
Not Matt McChesney, but he coached Matt McChesney though. He coached Matt McChesney. He's an older Colorado coach. Back when Matt McChesney was playing, he definitely coached him. He has a radio show in Colorado now, and he speaks the truth on things. But the right side of the offensive line, but this is, you know what I mean? He was saying the right side of the offensive line wasn't looking too good right now, even with Khalil Benson there. The one-on-ones wasn't too healthy. People like Deion Hayes, Samuel Okanola, if that's how you pronounce. I'm bad with last names, but those are the guys who were pretty much giving him a run for his money on that outside. You know what I mean? And that's elite as it get. Deion Hayes is proven.
So here's my question then. So back to Khalil Benson, very vocal, seems to be a vocal leader out there. And this show right here, the show that you listen to, basically what that coach was saying. But I guess my question is, what is he doing? What did the coach say he's doing to lose one-on-ones?
Oh, you mean his footwork and so forth and so on like that? His footwork. Okay. Yeah, I mean, he just laid his.
No, I don't mean that. I don't know what he said. I'm asking because I'm asking you. I don't know what was said on the show.
No, he just that's it, really, coach. He was, you know, his footwork. He don't really know right now, but the right side of the offensive line looks like it needs to be addressed. They're not sure because they're swapping so many guys in and out on that right side. Nobody has the starting spot on the right side of the offensive line. It's a question mark as of right now.
Okay. And I guess I'm asking because I know you know football, right? And I know you know football. We've had conversations prior to
absolutely.
This. But if you don't see it for yourself, how can you make that statement?
Oh,
it was at this moment that he knew he f***ed up.
Because you know football.
Well,
you're not a fan. Okay. You're not a casual fan. You're not a fan that just listening because you're new to the sport. You know the game.
Well, I'll tell you what I do know. But you're
willing to trust. Hold on, but you're willing to trust a person's voice when evidence is readily available.
Yeah,
now, if evidence wasn't available, then I understand where you're coming from. But if evidence is readily available and you come on this platform and say that Khalil Benson out there losing and you ain't seen it one-on-one, then
he winning on well off. I'll tell you that. He winning on well off. They got him winning on there. I haven't been watching well off, to be honest. So
a few minutes later.
But I will say this. What I do know about Khalil Benson, he's good. He went up some of the best in the Big Ten. He struggles in different formations. He was confused a lot, especially when they pulled stunts and when they lined up in the wide nine. That's why you see him going up in the one-on-ones. They're working on that weak area, that wide nine technique. When they defensive end lines up in that wide nine technique over Khalil Benson, he was struggling with that last year. And but even though his best attribute is pass blocking, he struggled with that last year. That's why they're working on that. When you do watch the videos that they put out there on the internet, you see guys.
He's struggling with pass blocking?
No. I said his strength is pass blocking.
Okay, I'm sorry. I apologize. That's why I asked, because I wasn't clear.
When the defender is lined up in the wide nine, coming off the edge over Khalil. He struggled with that. That was one of his weak areas. That's why he practices there. Let me slow this down.
No, I got you.
Stunts and twists was also his weak points because of his footwork. And he's top heavy like that. You know what I mean? Not being able, his agility, if you will. All right. Does that make sense? Do I gotta slow it down? Do I gotta speed it up? You know what I'm saying?
Put it in subtitles for me, dog.
Fuck, I need to put it in subtitles.
For a guy who has an issue with stunts, twist, wide nine, he gave up 1 sack in the Big Ten last year, which is Power 5 football, or now they call it Power 4.
Great.
I guess my question is playing at the tackle position too, right? He's not saying
on paper. That's great on paper, coach, ain't it?
No, I'm asking a question. How does a guy get away with being a starter and he only gave up the 1 sack at Indiana?
That's great.
No, I'm asking how does one get away with that?
With being a starter with 1 sack?
With 1 sack, but he struggles he struggles with the wide nine.
Yeah,
he struggles with the stunts and twist. Yeah. Right. Those are a large percentage of passing down things that you're going to see as an offensive lineman. And you play, he played right tackle, if I'm not mistaken, or did he play right tackle, right? Yep. So I guess my question is, how does a person get away? And for all my PFL fact checkers out there, how many snaps did he play on offense or pass snaps? Let's just say pass snaps. And he gave up 1 sack. If those are his 2 main issues, wide nines and stunt/twist. Okay.
All I'm saying is go watch the film. And if you haven't watched the film, then you can't tell me that I'm wrong. If you have not checked out the film, you're for yourself.
No, I'm not saying that you're wrong. I'm saying I'm asking questions to get information about what you saw because I trust your word in football. So I'm asking questions because I told you I have not seen his footage. So I'm asking if you say you saw it. My questions are now to ask or to decipher what you saw.
The 1 sack that he did, the 1 sack he let up, his strength is pass blocking, coach. We know this, right?
I got you. But you keep saying, but you also say he had a problem with wide nines. Well, and that's where I'm having a problem with, because wide nines, like somebody
line up out there, yes.
Yeah, but out of 425 snaps, how many wide nines do you think he saw if he only gave up 1 sack based on the PFF grading system?
He didn't. You know what? If he saw, I didn't count the wide nines, coach. I didn't.
No. I'm asking you to, but I'm just saying if you had to give a rough estimate out of 425 snaps. That means 425 passes down.
I've seen a lot of them, coach, if that was his weakness, but the stunts and everything. But like I said, the 1 sack that he gave up, coach, that's cool on paper, but you still got pressures that was given up during games. Those definitely affect quarterbacks and affect the field. And his run blocking was not up to par.
Can I tell you this? I guarantee Shador would love to swap out 1 sack for 58 pressures.
I get that.
Right. So what my question? So So if I'm a quarterback, I like to give up 1 sack, and I rather get pressured 58. I mean, I like it, but I prefer to get pressured 58 times than sacked 58 times.
You right, coach. You right. You got me on that. You right, coach. You got me. You right. You right. You right about that. Yes, you right.
Oh, somebody! Oh, he needs some milk.
No, I'm just making sure. You might want to put a straw in that, though.
Just put, like, when you put it up there, like, you gotta. Go ahead, coach. Go ahead.
Okay, so I just want to make sure. So if you wouldn't mind rephrasing it, would you like to rephrase that?
Let him cook. Let him cook now. Let him cook. I said, let him cook.